It's Macy's Big Home Sale with savings for every room. Pillows and comforters from Hotel Collection, Charter Club, and more, 50 to 60% off. All Cuisinart, 30 to 50% off, plus a $25 mail-in gift card. And take 50% off luggage, plus a $50 mail-in gift card. Plus, get an extra 15 or 10% off with your Macy's card or Savings Pass. Now at Macy's Big Home Sale. Savings off regular and sale prices, exclusions apply.
Welcome to the War Room. We got Dev, Kill, Jimmy, PJ, B. Austin, the Hot Block Commander. How you wanna end a 1 or 2 hour show to keep the brain running with the premise to talk sports on a national level? Bold with the topic, sorta like the rebels when it's game time. They like the Fab Five during prime time. Sports conglomerates speak their minds a little bit. For sports medicine and sports veterans and greats. The 4th of 26 saw the war in Kuwait. It's the War Room with 5 nights at the round table. 5 Philly guys diversified and educated.
What's good, War Room family? You're once again live in the War Room, brought to you by War Room Sports and the War Room Sports Podcast Network. Let me know if I'm getting told. I'm one of your hosts, Dev McMillan. I'm at the round table with the Bruz, Jimmy the Blueprint, and B. Austin. As you know, there's been another bombshell development in the NBA offseason that we got to discuss, so let's get to it. But you know we got to give some shout-outs before we do. So right now, make sure you join us in the JW Philly Realty chat room at blogtalkradio.com/The War Room, or join us on Facebook or Twitter at War Room Sports. You can also call us directly in about 5 minutes when we open up the Digital Extreme Tech Hotline. That number is 323-410-0012. We're not live on the air. Be sure to check out the War Room Sports Podcast Network, fully copyrighted and trademarked. Besides our own podcast, The War Room, you can also listen to shows such as The Broad Street Line with Roy and Chris, The Tissue and the Tape Hip Hop Show with Phil Maddock and Savard, John Appetit with The Burtons, for all you foodies out there. On the Couch with the Wilsons, if you love to watch movies and TV. Cover 2 with McMillan and Purdue, for all you NFL heads. And our newest program, all about finance, networking, real estate, and basically just bigging up the hood. Buy the Hood with Jimmy the Blueprint, Corey Camp. Just visit warroomsports.com, click on the WRS Podcast Network tab, fully copyrighted and trademarked, or go to our free mobile app and click the network tab there. What up, homie?
Yo,
deal.
Yo, give me that. It's not like y'all got it copywritten. I need that. Come up off.
I'm too petty, man. Too petty.
Yo,
man. It's been a crazy week, man, and really it's been a crazy week off one story. We're definitely going to get to Barry and Bron, the pending breakup, if you will. But what you brothers been up to this week? What's going on?
Man, I'm just out here, man, trying to have it like the habits have it, try to keep what's mine and not have people like just take what's mine, what I put my, blood, sweat, and tears to, and just use because they feel like it. But at any rate, though,
Jim, you was
I've been out here
babies this week, weren't you?
Yeah, you already know, man. Shout out to all the young cats I met at the entrepreneurship camp. Yo, shout out to our brother, man, Hank, a.k.a. Billy Beige, because what they're doing down in Maryland is amazing. They have an entrepreneur camp over the summer teaching kids about entrepreneurship. So I went there, repping everything, including the War Room.
Salute.
Spoke to the kids and actually got inspired myself with some of the kids in there doing some major things and they're teenagers. So, I believe the children are our future, and you should teach them well and let them lead the way. So,
Shout out to Ronnie Brewer. And the late, great Whitney Houston. And the late, great Whitney Houston. Whitty Hutton.
Whitty Hutton.
Definitely shout out to Ronnie. Too. I still can't believe he came on our show and spit some bars like he was.
And it wasn't. The funniest thing about it was he didn't laugh after he did. He was dead. They was really his bars.
Ronnie was like,
he was dead.
A lot of people who call into our show, or a lot of the guests we have, they don't know how old we are. I think a lot of people think we're way younger than we are. So I'm an
old
I think Ronnie
man.
was
immature.
Yeah, Ronnie think he didn't know we knew those bars. Like Ronnie, we knew those bars way before you, young buck.
Before we go jump into these topics, I just want to say to the listening audience, And I want to say this now because I know some of y'all tune out like 30 minutes after y'all start. But make sure y'all go and subscribe to our YouTube channel, youtube.com/WarRoomSports, and also take a look at some of the new content. Some of the new content that we got up there because today we just dropped the interview we did last month with or the month before with Bobby Dandridge. So that entire interview is up there on the YouTube channel. That's amazing content. I listened to it myself, so that was fire. You know what I'm saying? A couple, we back putting in work on YouTube. So youtube.com/WarRoomSports. So make sure y'all check out what we're doing there as well. Plus this actual podcast every week. Yeah, every week this podcast is actually up there. So we back working. So I just want to throw that out there real quick. Also get our mobile app. And I know we're gonna plug these throughout the show. But I just want to say this nice and early.
Yeah, it's been a long time. We sorry we left you without some strong beats to step to, but we back on the video tip. So like Jimmy said, check out that War Room Sports TV, that YouTube page, wherever you get our content. Just go get it. All right, B, what were you about to say? What you been up to before we get started?
Man, I just been dodging the raindrops, shooting at Stevens, shooting at Uncle Tom's, and making it happen.
Be awesome. You out there banging that Cardi B?
Legal battles?
Always one step ahead of the law.
Hey, be awesome. So, you out there banging that Cardi B, that Bodak Yellow? That's what you into?
I don't know of what you speak, sir.
These red bottoms, man. These blood shoes. What's wrong with you? Cardi B about to take Nicki Minaj under. While they beefing with each other, Cardi B gonna step in and be the queen. And I don't even understand what she's saying. And I'm not even talking about it her.
Neither did she.
Yeah, I have no idea why I brought that up. But I'm supporting her 100% because we seen her come from the slums.
Literally. Literally. Cardi B.
I support it.
Underneath the rock.
All right, man. So let's get right into some hot topics, man, because the hot topic of the week. We can't wait to talk about this. Jimmy, you want to tell everybody who Hot Topics are brought to them by? No, this is me.
Absolutely. Hot Topics are brought to you by Audible. Is your schedule too hectic to read as much as you want, or you just can't read? Go to audibletrial.com/WarRoomSports and get a free audiobook.
Murray had a little.
Right now, I'm listening to several audiobooks. I just got that new Cartel 7 that dropped yesterday from Ashley and Jaquavis. That's a fire urban street lit type joint. So that's on Audible. Go to audibletrial.com/WarRoomSports and salute to Audible for the support of our show. But let's jump into these hot topics, man.
All right, man. Big story of the week. Kyrie Irving. Well, it's become public. We're starting to hear. Well, we heard reports that it wasn't necessarily Kyrie Irving or his camp that made the reports public. I mean, the back and forth has even, had his camp pointing the finger at LeBron's camp, saying that they leaked the story. But whoever leaked it, whatever it is, Kyrie Irving has asked the Cleveland Cavaliers to trade him because he no longer wants to sit at the feet of the king. He doesn't want to play with LeBron anymore. He gave some teams that he's interested in, San Antonio, Minnesota, Miami, or New York. We got to discuss this. We discussed it a few times on different platforms. Why would somebody not want to play with the king anymore?
Play with the king. Play with the king.
Listen, man, this.
I mean, I believe this brother wants to blaze his own trail, his own path. I think that he's cut from a slightly different cloth. He's not cut from the, from the 90s or the 80s cloth, but his hero is Kobe Bean Bryant, which means by default, he's a son of Kobe and a grandson of Michael Jordan. So he's not really about that super team up life and, making things easy. I think that he truly is consumed to an extent with his craft, and he wants to step off and wave his own flag, man.
Well, you say that, but two of the teams that he's talking about would Minnesota and at this point and San Antonio would be an attempt at a super team. Like we couldn't let him off the hook.
If you're born before '93, I don't think you can win a chip yet.
Yo, here's my thing, right? And I heard
Born
this based
after
upon.
ain't always about a chip.
I heard this based upon some of the thoughts that we put out there on these internet that, you know, we kind of giving Kyrie the benefit of the doubt and saying he wants to be a star and all that. And I think there is some truth to that because we really don't know what his motivation is. It could be just to get away from Bron. But I do like the fact that even if it's false to say that I want to be my own man, I support that 158%. But like Dev said, he still may have a little bit of bitch-assness in him when you consider some of the teams that he wants to go to. It could just be the fact that, listen, he don't bang with Bron like that, and that's okay. Listen, man, right. It's okay to disagree, and it's okay for grown men not to like each other, man. I don't know why people think that, you know, it's a problem of not being on the same page with someone. I mean, listen, man, maybe it's best for both of them if he leaves.
I've heard everything from Kyrie's ungrateful to blasphemous to
and I don't agree with all that either. I don't agree with that either. My thing is,
yeah, because that comes from LeBron's stance. That's all from LeBron.
But see, here's my thing though. It's okay when Bron wants to.
Yo, but LeBron ran away from Cleveland, then ran away from the Heat. Now he's running away from Cleveland again. I mean, come on, man.
That's another thing. I don't really understand the people who are really upset that Kyrie wants to leave when, you know, the rumors are out there, and it seems like at this point there are much more than rumors that LeBron is going to be bolting after next season. You would, as a star player, feel some type of way if the bigger star in your team is like, look, man, I've done all I can do with these guys. I'm out again. So, you know, you're in the prime of your career, and you're probably just starting the prime of your career.
Not even that.
And then dude is telling you that you're...
But before you even get to I'm out, LeBron started off mid-season basically calling his teammates chopped liver with that passive-aggressive stuff that he does, and he gets a pass for that. Like, everybody gives the pass for basically throwing his teammates under the bus, a la Donovan McNugget. You know, he's got a little Donovan in him. Like, he'll poop on his teammates, and I know Kyrie and Kevin Love are sitting there like, yo, like, come on, dude. What are you talking about? Like, we got a decent thing here. Start hitting your free throws. Get you a post game. Work out a little bit more, and we'll win. Instead of throwing us under the bus. And LeBron does that damn near every year.
He does, and my whole thing is, I mean, if that's how he feels, that's how he feels. The whole new Agin thing is funny to me. Like with Kyrie unfollowing him on Instagram and LeBron like putting up hip hop songs that send subliminal messages. This whole thing. So I think both of them is a little sus. Like neither one of them is cut from the cloth that you spoke of when you started this, because that's not cloth moves right there. That's definitely not cloth moves. Fact of the matter is, like, yo, he could have came out and made a statement. Like, I don't want to be there. What'd you say?
On the court. I said, in life, I don't think we have anybody left in the league that ain't cut from, you know what I'm saying? Like, a couple of dudes are cut from a certain cloth.
On the court, you may say Russell Westbrook
dresses like a woman, so.
You know, yeah. I mean, and if anybody is cut from that cloth on the court as well as off the court, they're probably not that good, which means they wouldn't be on the court cut from that cloth. They could have the mentality. They just probably don't have the skills to go with it. But my point is, I find that part of it hilarious. I mean, all this is speculation. No one's saying anything. It's all about, like, someone in his camp and someone in their camp. Like, yo, because part of me feels like this is one big ruse to keep the NBA.
But it ain't gonna be about who see who first. Because if they do, all they're gonna do is throw pillows at each other.
No, they definitely soft dudes. But my point is, well, actually, no, these young soft dudes, they just kill each other. They ain't got time for the, like, you know what I mean? They don't run phase. They just murk each other.
No knuckle game.
No. And the funny thing is, when you actually see them try to knuckle up, you realize why they grab weapons.
See why.
But that's either here nor there. You're like, yo, y'all can't fight. Y'all might as well to shoot each other. But listen, though, my point is, part of me really, the conspiracy theorist in me wants to really believe that this is all BS, because we're sitting here like damn near in August talking about the NBA like it's never been this way, and they find a way week to week to somehow be the leading topic in sports. The NBA is on a roll.
You got to remember, training camp starts in September, so they're almost successful.
That's what I'm saying.
Tearing up
And be
the whole
Austin.
offseason.
You know, Fab said, "Listen, man, money's not the root of all evil these days. Attention is. And what's getting the NBA more attention is all this nonsense, but somehow we stay glued to it. It's like the off season might be more lit than the regular season."
Shout to Phil. He said the ball in San Antonio might be cut from the cloth, but he'll never speak of it. Let's one more question I have for you guys, and then we're gonna get to the phone line because I see we do got the homie Phil waiting on the line. For Kyrie to make this request now, and for him, with 3 years left on his contract, and for him to actually request certain teams, what leverage does he have to do either one? I mean, because I did read a report where Master Gilbert said, I expect Kyrie to be in camp. But beyond just the trade request, like what leverage does he have to tell them where he wants to go? Like at this point, if we are going to trade you insulted the Kings, I'm taking the best offer, even if it comes from the Sacramento Kings.
Yeah, he has precious little leverage. And, there's another side to this that actually doesn't bode too well for Kyrie, which is Kyrie knows and understands that Raymond James is leaving. Like his time is coming to a close a second time, and he's about to make the decision too. Kyrie don't want to be caught holding the bag, standing in Cleveland in the cold with no clothes on, figuratively speaking, trying to hoop with a bunch of noodles and scrubs, because when LeBron leaves, as you always say, that LeBron takes everybody with him, and leaves a squad basically barren. So he's trying to get out of Dodge first because he realizes that dude is leaving. And so, in that sense, you would say, well, if he's leaving and you want your own team, you may be able to have the Cleveland Cavaliers back, Kyrie, because LeBron ain't going to be there past.
And I don't even think that's about the team. I think that's about, people don't want to play in Cleveland
anyway.
You got a problem with that. I think Kyrie is. I think he's
Joakim Noah right now.
I think he's working under the concept look, y'all already got me to re-sign in Cleveland probably when I was a little reluctant about it because you promised that I'd be the face of the franchise. And then LeBron comes back, takes that face away. He actually takes the ball away because now he's really running the point, and Kyrie is like the backup point guard. Then you have situations where, in big games, in the finals that they win, Kyrie hits big shot after big shot in the clutch moments of the game. But when they win, LeBron takes all of the credit. When they lose, then Kyrie is just diminished to being one of the scrubs that LeBron plays with that can't get it done. So I can fully see how it will be hard, very difficult for another star player to play with LeBron James. You know what I'm saying? I think LeBron is a lifter of role players, but when it comes to stars, everybody has to sacrifice their game. They didn't really get that great in Miami until Dwayne Wade decided to take a back seat.
That's a great point. That's an excellent point, because what I've noticed is I've literally seen games where Kyrie will score 10 or 12 points in the last 4 minutes, and the media and the Bron sexuals will say, "Oh, look at how LeBron, oh my gosh." And then Kyrie won't do that, and he'll just be human, or play within the confines of the offense, let LeBron do it, and everyone will blame Kyrie and Kevin Love for the loss. LeBron can trick off 2 free throws at the end of a game, pass up a game winner, stop going to the rack, and people will blame Kyrie, J.R. Smith, and Kevin Love for that.
You know why?
But I mean,
because LeBron will have a triple-double before all of that even happens.
LeBron is that good. So to me, all this talk about LeBron is actually talking about just how great he is. So it's not LeBron slander. LeBron is the best player in the world. Kyrie Irving, I don't even consider Kyrie Irving a superstar, to be honest with you.
Even
it's just the fact that
even a star player, it's difficult to play with LeBron.
No, and I'm not saying that it's not. Specifically, if you both need the ball in your hand. I I just don't even get what the big deal is. Like, yo, for the last, 5 seasons, the best players have been doing this. Like, so what's the deal? Why is this a big deal other than the fact that, okay, well, he's leaving LeBron. So what?
Well, that's the fact. That's it. There's no other than the fact.
Like, so what?
LeBron. That's it.
It ain't like he has to go to the Warriors, though. Like,
LeBron will be there next year.
Shot fired.
LeBron will be there next year. Let's go to the phone lines real quick. And mind you, I argue with people all throughout the playoffs about, Kyrie not being elite. Like, anytime he has an off game, like, he's no good anymore. It's like non-objective LeBron fans, like, they wait for stuff like that.
Yo, is Kyrie even top? Is Kyrie top
bum.
5 in his position? Is he top 5 in his position?
Russell, Curry, John Wall, Chris Paul. Who else?
You said Curry, right?
Lillard. Yeah, I said Curry.
So Curry,
I
John Wall.
would probably put him at number 5. But I think
Chris Paul.
I think with him it's different. Just like it's kind of different with Westbrook. Because when, certain moments they do stuff outside of what their position is really asked to do. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So
absolutely.
You kind of got to grade him as a player and then as a
I get that, but he's still a point. All right, so we talk about Westbrook, Curry, John Wall, CP3, and I guess the question is, would you rather have Dame Lillard or Kyrie?
I have seen Kyrie Irving hit big shots to remove LeBron James from the fires of
Yo, what the
opinion.
fuck I got to do with my question, man?
So many times that I have to give that to give that to Kyrie versus Lillard, who hasn't positioned yet.
Yeah, probably because of circumstances.
That's true, but Lillard also made the playoffs without having the best player in the world on his team too. Without LeBron on his team, Kyrie's the number 8 seed. I mean, not number 8 seed. He's number 1 pick in the draft.
The way I look at it, I think you do as well, Dev. I don't even necessarily consider Kyrie a point guard because his play, and this is not a shot to LeBron because LeBron can handle the ball so well. Kyrie hasn't been able to develop as a playmaker. He's a tremendous scorer, probably top 2 or 3 at the position in terms of scoring. But if you ask him to run a team, set pace, make plays, and pass the ball to other people, he can't He can't affect the game the way John Wall does.
You know what happens when you ask Kyrie to do that? You end up with the first pick draft multiple times.
Yeah, but even
he was 19, 20 years old though.
He came into a team that was just carcass bones, and
so what?
It was his first 3 years of the league. So I don't think that's completely fair. Just like putting him
not fair at all.
Overcatch because
if I put John Wall on that squad, do they get more W's? Same carcass bone squad. I like that word.
I don't know. His first 3 years, maybe not.
Yeah, in his first 3, not then, because John Wall has taken stride as a point guard. John Wall. You know what? I'm not going to make this debate. Let's get Phil on line. I think John Wall. John Wall would give you. John Wall's one of my favorite point guards. Said before him.
I've been arguing that for years.
Yeah, John Wall would have given you in his first season. I remember this distinctly. In John Wall's first year, he would have given you 8.5 assists, maybe 9 assists, but he'd have turned the ball over 5 times. He's cut down on the turnovers considerably.
By the way, I'm not at Kyrie. The fact is, we're living in a point guard era. So to even be argued of being in the top 5 is an accomplishment. I was just thinking out loud because, with this whole story, in a way, it's kind of consumed my social media feed, the news feed. I'm sitting there thinking I know it's about LeBron, and it has to be about LeBron because Kyrie by himself doesn't garner this kind of news. He's not even a top 5 in his position.
Come on. If Kyrie asked to leave a team that has Paul George on it, that would have been a story for 6 hours, Jim. You know that.
Yeah, it's all about LeBron.
This is about LeBron, no doubt.
Yeah, Kyrie's number 5 for me.
Okay, that's legit. That's legit. I'm not. That's legit.
All right, well, let's go to the phone lines. We got the homie Phil waiting. Philmatic, what's going on, good brother?
Fellas, what's up?
You're in the real war room. What's going on?
Ain't nothing, man. Y'all know the first rule, man. You know everything is hip hop. And Kendrick told y'all like 3 years ago, new ninjas is new ninjas. Don't get involved. You can't figure them out, man. Don't get it. Cause you trying to figure them out. You just gonna sound crazy, man. And LeBron is like the oldest new ninja, so you already know what it is, man. He like the big kid in the class, but he's still their same age. So he that's one of the reasons why he gets a lot of the flack that he gets, because he is great as an NBA player that he is, all time great. He has those tendencies that just that bended wrist tendency that you know. I mean, so it is what it is, man.
Phil, I'm glad we got you on the line, man. You are the hip hop culture expert. So here's one angle to this story that we have to ask you. What are your thoughts on the MC Lambo and his relationship with Miss James?
First of all, dude, Lambo don't have any bars.
LeBron is like the only dude that has mommy troubles. Like most NBA dudes got dad issues. Like, where am I? He got mommy issues. Like,
we've seen mom issues. Shout out to Bubba Chuck.
Shout out to Ann.
See, AI is exempt from everything. I try to leave AI out of all issues, but no.
So you must not be watching the Big Three. You must not be watching the Big Three at all.
No, that ain't AI.
You ain't watching the Big Three.
That's a clone. That's not
AI ain't played in 2 weeks. He ain't playing no more.
Hey,
Phil. Not watching the Big Three.
Hey, Phil, I see you following.
He's just on the sideline calling Kwame Brown a bitch.
Computer theory, man.
You already know, man. But no, as far as Lambo, hey man, you can't have a dude named Lambo going anywhere near your mom, Joe. Especially when your mom got M's.
Yo, has Lambo ever made a song? Because they always refer to him as a rapper, but has he ever made any music?
Yo, but see, again,
he made LeBron's mom sing.
You trying to make sense out of
always got to take shots.
New dudes don't even got to rap. People just like them because they them. They just got to have the lifestyle that a rapper seems to have. You don't even have to actually rap.
Yo, most rappers is having fraudulent lifestyle. So basically, I got a fraud, is what you're saying.
So, but at least they put out music so you can be like, all right, well, at least it sounds good. But these dudes don't even rap, and then the ones that rap can't. So, you know what I mean? It is what it is, man. That's why I love dudes like Skyzoo, man. Shout out to Skyzoo, man.
Yo, his album is phenomenal. Yo, his new EP is phenomenal. But hold up though, I was laughing because the dude Lambo said LeBron don't want me to expose him. Like, what's he talking about, yo? Like, what's he got on King James, man?
Hey, man, I don't even. He's a new dude, so he can have anything on him, man. You don't even want to know, man. It's so much fraudulence going out of here with these dudes, man. Robert backed up to his old tricks. You know what I mean? He juicing Young Jones. He got him locked in the dungeon. So you already know what it is, man. It's wild.
My man, Rick, Officer Ricky, trying to rape Angela Yee on the air.
He telling Jones that they got to sign in the MMG. They got to see what the lemon pepper about. You know what I mean? So
they took Officer Ricky out of context, man. Like, he was making a joke, and they tried to make it like everything is like they try to make everything anti women these days.
Yo, it was a joke, but it wasn't. It sounded mad suspect though. It was like one of them wink and nod jokes. You know what I mean? Like,
Austin, let's keep it a buck real quick, B. Austin. Let's keep it a buck real quick. If we're talking about having a WRS intern, we would have some jokes, right or wrong. Although they probably
but you wouldn't say it in that setting, though.
If you look at that entire interview, you gotta put it all together from the time he showed up until the after picture. Yo, he was out.
He was out of pocket with her. But I'm talking about the comment that they're trying to fry him for. They were trying to fry him for that one comment. And when he talked about why he doesn't sign female rappers, he said because he probably gonna try to smash.
So what you're saying
all you gotta do is sign
had
a
an
joint that
intern.
got bars.
I'm not saying nothing on air. So Phil's point is that's a joke that
we
you
had
make
an
that you don't make it in that
intern,
platform.
Jimmy, what are you trying to say?
I'm not trying to say anything on air.
1, 2, 3, 4, fifths.
All right, y'all just took this way off the rail. I don't know what the hell
Yo,
y'all
yeah, I
talking
know
about.
we was talking about. Man,
And because of
Phil,
that,
Phil,
Kyrie is wild.
Phil, what's up with Kyrie and Bron? Phil, come on, man. Come on back home. Bring it home.
Yo, it's simple as this, man. Yo, they went before, like a month before Bron came back to Cleveland, they told Kyrie, like, yo, you gonna be the man. We gonna build everything around you. We gonna let you be that guy. He basically wanted to be, Kobe.
He'll let you use the whites only bathrooms. Thought he was in there.
But I mean, when you got the greatest player in the game coming back, I mean, obviously you gotta take a back seat. But now he knows that LeBron's out of there, and nobody wants to be in Cleveland on purpose. Like, especially if you can't cut down the nets. So if you don't even think you're going to sniff a finals, or you got the potential to be in left behind, he trying to break out before the ship really starts sinking. Word to Michael Ray Richardson.
Ship be sinking.
Listen, he that's his fault for believing. He believed the hype. Like, fact of the matter is, Bron was going. They told you he's gonna make you the face, and he believed the hype. Yo, no one should want to play for Dan Gilbert again, y'all.
Nobody.
Because
that's why I don't rock with them. That's why I never want to see them ever win anything.
Essentially, Kyrie Irving is Solomon Northup. Like, you thought you was going, you was trying to chase the dream, and you ended up in slavery for 12 years. So
I think they were for real when they said it, because none of us thought Bron.
Well, yeah, they never thought Bron was coming back for real.
Right. I thought they were.
And then they was like,
so Dev, essentially,
so
what
they
you're
probably
saying
were
is
for real. But then you got to think about it. Who wouldn't take a backseat? Anybody else in the league? There's nobody that wouldn't have been the second fiddle to LeBron, coming to their squad.
Listen,
I mean, except for at the time, except for Bean, because Bean just his mentality wouldn't let him be second, even if LeBron was a better player at the time.
So Dev, what you're saying is I can analogize this with like the old Chris Rock joke when he says a man is only as faithful as his options. So
exactly.
There you go.
So the Cavs was like, I mean, you are a guy. We love you. We in a relationship with you. You know what I'm saying? And then Bernice walked in the room.
And Bernice walked in. They told Angela, you can stay, but
Tim.
You can stay, but she just walked in the studio, so you need to move your desk to the back of the room.
They made Kyrie their side joint, yo.
They faithful to the end until they see Sierra in the old video, and then you already know what it is.
So Kyrie got downgraded from main joint to side joint, and that's what it all boils down to.
Oh yeah,
basically.
Yeah, he only can come out at night now. You know what I mean?
he get the day after Thanksgiving.
Yeah, he got track phone status, so he got the track phone number.
Kevin Love is just neck Joe. That's all.
In the car.
Kevin Love
don't even get to the crib. He in the car. I don't know no damn Kevin Love is shooting from Belly.
Phil, shout out your program.
Love don't even know their real name, yo.
Hey, yo, Phil. Kevin Love is Kiana.
Shout out your program.
Oh, Kiana.
Oh man. Yeah, man. He Kevin Love is going on the radio.
I had a thought on the verses, Bernice or Juju. I'm gonna let y'all handle that.
Come on, man. Stop that.
Juju on that beat.
We trying.
Shout out your programs, man, before we get you out of here.
All 17
of them, man. At Tissue and the Tape, respect heat holders. We hip hop, quality hip hop music, hip hop. Everything is hip hop. You know how we do, man. We got another show that we cooking up. Just about all all the wildness that's been going on over the last 2 weeks. We're gonna be talking about Kyrie and Bron also, because everything is hip hop, including those dudes. And then also for the hip hop lovers that like TV and movies, On the Couch with the Wilsons, we're about to get into this. We're about to get into the Bad Boy Can't Stop Won't Stop documentary, as well as Dr. Dre and Jimmy Iovine's Defiant Ones.
Y'all watch Ozark? Y'all watch Ozark yet?
Oh yeah, we halfway through and it's fire. Fire. It's one Netflix is winning on a lot of levels. I mean, from Stranger Things.
So y'all gonna do y'all gonna do Juju versus Bernice though.
I'm not touching that one. I'm not touching that one. Yeah, I'll say that for the War Room versus.
Like I'm a married man, homie.
Yeah, man.
We gonna get B off in his own side group like WRS After Dark. He gonna run that group.
Yeah.
Yo, War Room Sports Uncut. Yeah, I mean.
Yo, just hope it don't end up like his Tumblr page.
Or he could just run Sports War Room. Anything goes. He can run that.
You gotta give B off his own adult group.
Shout out to them.
He gonna be on that joint like Joe Bob on Skinner Mac. You know what I mean?
Skinner Mac.
All right, Phil. Thanks for your call, man.
No doubt, man. Y'all get back to sports, man. Y'all.
All right, man. We're gonna try.
All right.
We're gonna try. All right.
All right. What?
Lacey Duval or Kit. Never mind.
It's difficult to get back. All right. So in the meanwhile, while all of this stuff is going on, Derrick Rose, a former sworn enemy of LeBron James, signs a 1-year, $2.1 million contract with the Cleveland Cavaliers. So what can this do for the Cavs, especially if they grant Kyrie his wish and get him out of there? Does Rose have enough in the tank to help LeBron get back to his 8th straight finals and 9th overall?
Derrick Rose?
Yeah.
What has he done?
He has the meniscus.
He had no ACL.
What has he done? Can
He
you
had
tell
no
me?
ACL.
Big Magic Johnson. What has he done?
Well, he's a business person.
He's got AIDS. Did he do any?
Shout out to the legend Donald Sterling, man.
What has he done? Yo, Derrick Rose, what has he done, man? But listen though, this is like so crazy, man, because
Sterling.
Yo, I sit back and wonder, like, stop, cuz. I sit back and wonder whether the league, like, really is excited about the fact that, as mentioned earlier, basketball's popping all year long now. Because it's ridiculous. Like, even Derrick Rose, he's still a former MVP. He still has a little cachet with his name. He's still somebody is moving to Cleveland. And I know we're going to get into our stat of the week, which is astonishing. When I saw it, I was like, yo, we got to talk about this upcoming week. But it's essentially an arms race. You have one guy who's asking to get out, so you bring in a former MVP. On paper, it looks good, but Derrick Rose hasn't had that same bounce and been the same Derrick Rose in a couple years now. But that's crazy.
The good thing about this situation is he's not going to have to handle the ball and play point guard, so he might flourish in a two-guard role.
But how can he play off the ball though? Like,
how? He can't play off the ball. He can't shoot.
What has he done? I mean, he can't really play off the ball.
Big
so I don't Yo,
hey,
and this is a conversation or debates that I have online on a daily basis when I tell people what's so special about the Warriors isn't just the names on paper, it's how they all fit. And it's like, when you look at some of the moves the Cavs want to make or they have tried to make, they're just putting names together. But that's not it. Like, the Warriors have the best of both worlds in the sense that they have great players, but they also fit.
Well,
this is why Jim always,
you're making a comparison. Oh, go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say, I always say about the Warriors, like some of their guys that people are considering superstars, or the guys who are part of the super team, they wouldn't even be stars
on
or
the
superstars
team,
at least, if they weren't on that team. So Jimmy makes a great point. It's how they play together. Like, we can say what we want about Draymond. I'm a big Draymond fan. you know, Draymond's not going to go anywhere else and
Who don't got no business?
guy on the team. I don't even think Klay Thompson could really go anywhere else besides a garbage situation and be the guy on the team.
He might be lit. He might be lit in Cleveland. He might be lit in Cleveland, though. Go stand over there.
I'm sure he
go
can play
over there.
I'm sure he can play with. He can play with Bron. Yeah, he ain't got to do nothing.
He definitely can.
He's like, look, 60 off 11 dribbles. Bron be like, I can get you 60 off no dribbles. Just go stand.
Yo, basically what we saying is that Klay Thompson is a better version of J.J. Redick.
Damn. Speak for yourself.
he's a better version of J.J. Redick. I'm gonna go. I hear your comparison on the Warriors, and I think it's an unfair comparison because I think that they're approaching a level of greatness, historically speaking. Maybe a little premature in that, but they're. I would look at the Cleveland Cavaliers and bringing. Sure,
that's too quick.
when you bring in Derrick Rose and LeBron, I think it becomes about what pieces you can surround them with. You can win with a 2-point guard system, which is basically what's going to happen. You're going to have 2-point guards. Derrick Rose is not chopped liver. We just remember the Derrick Rose that was neck and neck with Russell Westbrook. It's Bron and Rose.
Oh, you're talking about
Bron.
I thought you were talking about Kyrie. Oh, God, my bad.
No. Bron is the one. Kyrie gone, man. I put that on Bloods. On Pyro, he gone. But when you look at what's wrong with y'all, man? When you look at Derrick Rose, I think if you get or you're able to keep some shooters on deck, and Kyrie may be taking all of the shooters out of Cleveland, we don't know. But if you're able to keep shooters there, I like Derrick Rose and LeBron together to still be a juggernaut in the East. Man, people act like Derrick Rose didn't put up. Damn, he act like he didn't put up 18.7 a game and 7 assists, and he got 7 assists, and he's stupid. Like, he's the type of guy, he can't even read off the pick and roll. He's still getting 7 assists. So, I like him with LeBron.
I like how you phrase that. They're going to be a juggernaut in the East. They're going to be a juggernaut in the East without Derrick Rose.
They ain't hard to be in here, but still.
like, come on, cuz. And the funny thing is, when you think about the NBA back in the day, it used to be like random shooters that just like be available all the time. Like, it seemed like every team had 1 or 2 shooters. Yeah, they don't exist no more. Remember Ron Anderson for the Sixers?
My man Craig Hodges. My man Craig Hodges is still available.
Yo, it used to be like a shooter that's like out there all the time. Like, that doesn't exist no more, which is why like cats like Kutcher.
Because they overpaying them.
I mean, there's only a couple of them left. They last till they die.
I mean, $23 million.
Exactly. That's exactly why.
My man Ryan Anderson getting 90.
Yo, he got a nice bag because, like, listen, it's few and far between. So I don't know who the Cavs are going to put on that team. But at the same time, I just don't think that. And it's funny because we're comparing them to the Warriors.
They definitely lost one shooter. The legend James Jones has now retired.
We're basically comparing them to the Warriors because we're already saying that this is who they have to face. We kind of disregarded the entire beginning. We kind of did poop on the regular season. Let the Celtics give them a run or the Wizards.
Jimmy
maybe
alluded to the stat of the week earlier, and there's no more excuses for LeBron James because right now the Cavaliers have more MVPs as a collective than the Warriors do. But both teams together, the Warriors and the Cavaliers, now have all the league MVP winners from 2009 to 2016. So you got 2009 and 2010, LeBron on a back-to-back. 2011 was Derrick Rose. 12 and 13 was Bron again back-to-back. Then 2014 was Kevin Durant. 2015 and 2016 was Steph Curry And this only goes, like we said, to 2016 because Russell Westbrook came in and put a wrench in this whole program. But look, from 2009 to 2016, all of the MVP awards have gone to players who are on these two teams who will probably meet up in the NBA Finals for a fourth consecutive year. You know, no matter LeBron, they'll fill the team with somebody that can help him get back. He might not be able to take off as many games that he had planned on taking off next year, but we'll see. That might be the only change.
Yo, all right, man. Crazy stat, yo. Crazy stat.
We're going to get into some more stuff right on the other side of these messages. You guys can check out our website at warroomsports.com. While you're there, make sure you take your time, look around all that trademark and copywritten information. Click the Contact Us tab to send a message about the company, the show, or to inquire about sponsorship and advertising opportunities, joining the network, or using our logos. For general inquiries, email us at info@warroomsports.com. While you're browsing the site, click on the memorabilia tab to buy War Room Sports merchandise. Click the blog tab to read our latest articles in the All's Fair in Sports and More blog. Then click the respective icons and tabs to follow us on all social media platforms, to subscribe to our iTunes podcast, to watch our webcast at War Room Sports TV, which will be heating up again, to listen to the WRS Podcast Network, and to download our free War Room Sports mobile app on Android or iOS to get everything I just mentioned on the go. Join the JW Philly Realty chat room right now during the show at blogtalkradio.com/The War Room. To enter the chat room, just sign up for a free profile on Blog Talk Radio. If you don't got time to do that, you can sign into your Facebook and Twitter accounts. And while you're at it, make sure you click follow. That'll get you updates and reminders about the show every week. We'll be taking questions and reading posts from Facebook, Twitter, chat room, and War Room Sports Game Time group on the GroupMe app during the show. Call in and speak with us. Dial the Digital Extreme Tech hotline, which is still open and probably will remain open for the remainder of the show. That's 323-410-0012. 1 when prompted. If you're already listening from your phone, just press 1 if you want to rap to the fellas. All right, man. So, Jim, what happened this week while everybody was on the grind, besides Kyrie asking, out of the King's Court?
Yeah, and the Kyrie talk on Paru, my man B. Austin said.
This is treason.
Yeah, pretty much. While You're on the Grind is brought to you by DirecTV. If you'd like a better TV experience than cable has to offer, which includes the NFL Sunday Ticket, go to our website, warroomsports.com, and click on that DirecTV logo, and get yourself a better TV experience. Or just go to directv.com. Anyway,
Screen team.
It's time to talk about what happened while you were on the grind. Lucky Whitehead. He was accused, released, and exonerated since our last show. So my question in reference to Lucky Whitehead is, did they jump the gun or not? What do you think, B. Austin? What do you think about this story?
I think that this is just further proof of how dastardly and silly the Dallas Cowboys organization is. Now, that's not to say that Lucky Whitehead is some great player. Not a bad special teamer by any stretch. I think they wanted him to turn into more of a slot receiver and complement Cole Beasley. He did not do that. But as a return guy, he was all right. He was an all right player. But the bigger point here is the Cowboys have gone to bat for rapists, thieves, damn near murderers, drug addicts, drug dealers, all the like. And kept them. Who else?
Woman beaters.
Definitely women beaters. Kept them on the roster, gave them security and a babysitter, and allowed them cokehead, and allowed them to play football. My man was falsely accused. They gave him no time and cut him immediately. I give you Gerald Jones.
Look, but B, all that does is prove what we talk about every single week when we discuss stories like this. It depends on what you bring to the team athletically. Like we said, Lucky Whitehead is not a bad athlete by any stretch, but he's not a star. And he's nowhere near approaching a superstar. So people in the NFL, the NBA, everywhere else, they can talk all of this morality stuff all they want. We know the deal. If you have a lot to offer, then they're gonna be supportive of you. They're gonna have your back. They're gonna go to bat for you. If you're expendable, then we're gonna act like
drive
we're
those
moral.
revenues.
Right, we're gonna have morals if you're expendable. Oh, let's do this because we don't want criminals on our team. You know, it is what it is. Hey, let's go to the phone line real quick, y'all, because we got a Cowboy fan on the line. We can see what he thinks about the whole thing.
Oh, Kansas City Mac.
From down Dallas. What up,
Kansas City Mac?
Kansas City Mac, the Cowboys fan.
Yo, I thought you were a Chiefs fan. Aren't you a
Man,
Chiefs
I
fan?
can't be no fan. I got Vic on one team. I got Lucky now on my team no more. I mean, what gives? Reason why Lucky got cut. He got cut because they already had his replacement. They had his replacement. Now, it was screwed up. That they should have brought the boy back and saved face and maybe cut him during the season because they got Ryan Switzer. He's supposed to be taking Lucky's spot anyway. But
so kind of what I talked about, Casey Mack, in a podcast I did earlier, cover 2 with the homie Fred. I was saying that that's possibly the issue. Like, if they were looking for a reason to get rid of him, I think they pounced on this situation and then ended up being wrong and looking bad in the situation. So you think that has
sort of like Kyrie looking for a reason to get out of Cleveland. He pounced on this.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
You think they might have been looking for a reason since you said they had his replacement already?
They had his replacement, but I'm saying, they should have, saved face. The man was innocent for what he did. They should have went ahead and brought him back. And then if you're going to cut him, cut him. But then again, I look like this. They cut him. It's good that they cut him early. He was able to bounce back and get on another team. And I hope he comes back and kick ass.
If you want to call that a team.
Well, hey, it's one of the 32 in the National Football League. I mean, he gets
a paycheck.
Like this. He's going to get 17 checks if he makes a team.
Yeah, he'll get a paycheck.
So, hey, I want to get on this Kyrie
Lucky
story.
Temple.
Now,
go ahead.
I've heard your podcast and all. It's a great podcast. I'm going to play devil's advocate. I'm going to be the Black Dan Gilbert, a.k.a. Bernie Mac from Dollar Bill.
Whoa.
You going to play Grandmaster's advocate?
You said the Black Dan Gilbert.
So the Black Dan Gilbert.
So essentially,
That's
you want
like
to be
saying
Uncle
you're going to be a black
Uncle
Ku Klux
Ruckus.
Klansman.
Hey, I'm going to play the role of Bernie Mac in Players Club Dollar Bill. Kyrie, I'll own your ass for another 2 years. I expect your ass to be there on training camp come October 31st when we play our first game. I expect you to play in your all-star caliber ways. I expect you to be there 82 games because guess what? I ain't trading your ass this way. I got the king for one more year. We're going to make another run at this title. You like it or not. You under contract, son. You get your paycheck every 2 weeks. And
so you're gonna do that. You're gonna do that at the expense of your team, because
you know what? Hey, I'm not gonna be able to get top dollar for that, Kyrie. I'm not gonna get what I want. And I know he's gonna leave.
Yeah. So my thing is, why not get something for him? Get some draft picks.
Hold on. Let the Black Dan Gilbert finish. I'm gonna make another run, and you're gonna perform.
There.
And then guess what? When the king leaves, you're going to be the face of this team. But for 1 minute, if you want to sit there, you want to screw old Black Dan Gilbert, yeah, I still ain't going to trade your ass. You're going to sit on that bench. You're going to sit on this bench for 82 games this season and all the way up to trade deadline the following season. You're going to rot. And then I'll send your ass somewhere like Sacramento somewhere.
Yeah, but you're gonna hurt.
I'm really gonna lose you anyway.
You're gonna hurt yourself in the process, and that's
guess what? Like, I'm Black Dan Gilbert. Nobody wants to play for me anyway. This is my last hurrah. Everybody know that.
It really is.
Everybody know that Kyrie gonna leave.
This will be his life anyway.
They both gonna leave me, and I ain't gonna get nothing to show for it.
Yeah, so why not get draft picks then? Why not get draft picks? You can get some draft picks for him. Cats will throw you draft picks. I mean, I would get draft picks for him in 2018 in the February trade. Yeah, but here's the thing. No. Listen to what I'm saying. The longer you wait, the less leverage you have because the team knows that within a certain amount of time he can walk anyway. So the longer you wait, the less leverage you have.
I think Danny would give him Isaiah Thomas.
Danny might give him Isaiah Thomas and some picks. Like, my thing is, I understand that you want to, like, play hardball, but you can't play hardball in this situation. You're playing yourself.
Hey,
so basically, you want to do what the old heads saying. What's that? Bite your nose to spite your face, or however that saying goes. That's essentially what you said you want to do.
This is Dan Gilbert we talking about.
Cut your nose off.
I mean, I understand where you're coming from, KC, because I actually asked these guys. I didn't say it like you, but I asked these guys earlier, where's Kyrie's leverage coming from to first ask for the trade and then ask to be traded where he wants to be traded. Like, I don't see where his leverage comes from with 3 years left on his contract.
His leverage comes from the fact that he has a guaranteed contract, and all he has to do is say,
like I said, you know what? If you want to see you at the fool, you sit there and you ride. You go ahead and sit on his bench and ride and look like an idiot for 2-3 years. Because I'm like this. Hey,
who's looking like
I don't
an
know
idiot?
you can be the face. I don't know if you can be. Hey, you know what? If you
to throw his suit on.
You know, guess what? You either gonna prove to the world that you can run a team like you say after this coming season. I mean,
no, Casey Mack, you sound crazy right now, B. Because my thing is, who looks more like the idiot? How does he look like an idiot for basically getting?
He looks like an idiot if he don't come to show up. He gonna look like an idiot.
That's crazy. You
know what? Let me ask you a question. Do you think that Kyrie can be the focal point of the face of the team?
That is irrelevant, though. Who cares?
No. That's what he wants. That's what he wants to do.
So what?
Yeah.
If that's the case, you got the showcase after this year.
Do you think? Casey Mack, do you think LeVar Ball can compete with Nike?
We know he can't.
But that's what he wants, right? Who cares?
But the thing is, you know what the difference is? You know, everybody want to jump on LeBron. LeBron was a free agent. Kevin Durant was a free agent. He did. Yeah, they jumped teams. Kyrie, you under contract.
So what?
You know what? What do you mean? So what? I own you.